Support for Sunday Songwriter Showcase is provided by La Divina Italian Cafe, 3535 Perkins Road, now serving breakfast, lunch, supper, gelato, and live music. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. We are on WHYR and Uber Eats. Plus, we offer curbside delivery. Just ask. La Divina Italian Cafe, 225-771-8488. From WHYR in Baton Rouge, this is Sunday Songwriter Showcase. I'm your host, Dave Randall. With me in his studio today, we've got Bryan McVicker, late of the Googlers. This is his original song, Mercy Girl.
At night I go out looking for you. I bounce out searching for my mercy girl. I see her standing by the corner shop. She'll give me a smile and it's understood. It's a beautiful world. My mercy girl. The moon is full and we're stepping out. We go downtown where the music's loud. People think we're crazy, but we don't care. Kissing and a hugging at the strawberry fair. It's a beautiful world. Mercy girl. Oh yeah. Crystallized, strolling down by the Mercy side. The cavern's rocking, though it's cold and grey. We're the only ones dancing in this empty place. It's a beautiful world.
All right, Bryan McVicker here. Welcome to Sunday Songwriter Showcase.
Thank you.
Now, we have to have a full disclosure here, of course. That's Billy Calloway on the vocal, and Billy co-wrote the song with you.
Yes, that was a co-write. I gave him one of my old songs, and he, of course, Beatlefied it like he's really good at.
Yeah.
And that's all of us playing. Sammy Short's playing the lead guitar.
Okay, yeah.
Colin Murray on the drums. So.
Well, it's wonderful sound, man.
And those are the raw tracks. Hoping to mix that one.
That's not even mixed.
That's not even fully mixed. So it's going to be a good
Let
one.
alone mastered.
Let alone, yeah.
Incredible. All right. Well, good. I'm glad you're going to play some songs for us and stuff. You have a hell of a story and a pedigree we'll get to. What you're going to play one of your songs on your lovely Taylor guitar here. What we got? Take a Chance.
Take a Chance. Yeah, this is one of the songs I wrote specifically for the Googlers. So I've been listening to a lot of Beatles, especially during the pandemic, a lot of records. So this is kind of inspired by that.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. They're kind of popular these days.
That's amazing. We got to drag them out. We got to bleed the boomers dry.
The challenge is getting that sound, but it's good. All right.
Oh yes. Well, there's nothing like it. I mean, they had a magic of vocal magic, certainly. All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, girl, take a chance on me. Oh, girl, don't run along and act like you didn't care about that fire fire over there. Don't just run along and act like you didn't see. Little spark between. When you're near me, I kinda lose my mind, babe. No words come when you look at me. I get caught in your mind games. No words come. Please, please call. Set my mind at ease. And please save a chance for me. Save a chance for me. Oh, girl. Girl, take a chance on me. Oh, girl. Girl, don't run along and act like you didn't care about that fire over there. Don't just run along and act like you didn't see. Little spark between. Sweet, some boy has won your game. No words come. Could I be your king, or was I just a pawn, babe? No words come. Please, please call. Set my mind at ease. And please save a chance for me. Chance for me. Save a chance for me.
Quite lovely, I must say. I can hear some harmonies. I imagine you have harmonies.
Yeah, Billy
designed
basically
for that.
doubles that whole song when I sing it. So
He doubles it?
yeah, he kind of doubles the vocal.
Oh, the whole time, but with a harmony note.
Yeah, sometimes harmonies, sometimes not. You know.
Wow.
The Beatles did that a lot, right? Paul McCartney and John Lennon used to sing basically pretty close to each other.
Yeah, right. And they're John Lennon's intuitive voice and Paul McCartney's more polished voice was somehow this dynamite combination.
Yep.
Yeah. We could talk about that. Let's just talk about the Beatles because they don't get any publicity. I feel sorry for them. But so, yes, you are a chemical engineer by profession, and it's interesting because it shows in the precise manner in which you play guitar.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
How is that?
You don't make mistakes. You not sloppy. You're clean.
I guess you're not listening close enough.
Perhaps not. Well, at any rate.
Or I hide them very well. Okay.
Okay. So, but you're originally from where?
Originally from the Midwest, from Indiana.
From Indiana. No kidding.
Yep.
All right. Well, and so bring you down here. I guess your work and stuff brought you down here.
Yeah, work study brought me down, and I just stayed down. Fell in love with Texas originally, and then came over to Louisiana back in 2015, and been loving it.
Yeah, but you've always played as a child. You started playing guitar. And who are your heroes you'd emulate?
Oh, my heroes started off with Metallica and Joe Satriani.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a rocker. Now it's more kind of morphed into like the Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Really? Okay. Interesting evolution, perhaps.
Yeah.
But
and then I grew into prog rock and other things.
Oh, yeah.
I love Porcupine Tree. Great.
Never
band.
heard of them.
I'm
going to pretend like I have. What?
Go back and listen to Porcupine Tree and
Is that like,
Stephen Wilson. It's one of his projects.
Okay. I'm into math rock. I kind of like math rock.
You'll like that then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, will somebody remind me? No, okay. So, but currently, you like to do the I don't know, what would you call this, singer-songwriter stuff? You would call this. I was trying to think of. You remind me of rockabilly and skiffle. Talking about the Beatles.
That one's a bit of skiffle. You're right.
Right. You've got a
they're not all
kind
like
of a
that, though.
country, almost like a Johnny Cash kind of thing going there.
On that one. But I write in many different styles just because I've been exposed
Oh, really?
to
Okay.
a lot of things, and I love all types of music. But
Cool. Well, what are you going to play next? I For You is the name of the song. I For You.
this is a new one, so I'm gonna give it
Okay.
a shot. It's a little more square and vanilla than the last one, but I tried to keep it simple because the Googlers don't really rehearse anymore. We just play gigs and we try stuff out, and I give lead sheets, and
The excitement of
the guys follow it. It's the rush, of learning a new song. Or
Absolutely. On the job training.
yeah. So this one's called I For You, and again, it was kind of inspired by the early Beatles.
I got
on
you.
this one. So.
All right. You're listening to Bryan McVicker here on Sunday Songwriter Showcase.
All right. It's called I For You.
Looks like you had a wild night, and I hope it's all my fault. Last night was a dream inside another dream I never wanna leave. I want you day and night, I want you by my side, I want you, I for you, I want you and you for I. There's no need to read between the lines, you were made for me, and I for you, I for you, I for you. Looks like you had a wild night, and I hope it's all my fault. Run to me, girl, hold you close. Feel my heart pound hard for you. I want you day and night, I want you by my side, I want you, I for you, I want you and you for I. There's no need to read between the lines, you were made for me, and I for you, I for you, I for you. They said be patient, you will find your girl. Had my doubts till you came along and rocked my world. There's no need to read between the lines, you were made for me. There's no need to read between the lines, you were made for me, and I for you, I for you, I for you.
Girls will love that.
Yeah. It might be an English teacher's nightmare with the grammar in there, but
Uh-oh.
it works.
It's
though.
part of the charm, bro. Well, so anyway, obviously that's weird that you mentioned your first musical influence is a more heavier thing, and that you continued in that vein. You've played in many rock bands and stuff in the Houston area. Am I right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Played in a couple cover bands and one original band for a while.
What was the original band like?
It was kind of a mix, but it was more like a sort of a Foo Fighters,
Oh, okay, yeah.
rock sort of thing.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of ballads too.
Yeah. What was the name of that band?
It was called Escape Plan.
Escape Plan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
So outside of a Dillinger Escape Plan, we were the only Escape Plan, but now if you look at it, it's like a ton of them. So
That's weird.
That's
You
weird.
can Google a band name you've thought of, and somebody else has thought of it. It's a terrible life. Okay, so getting back to this is you switch gears, I would say, in your mind, your musical mind.
Yeah, I would say that. Well, I really like to write songs. If I had more time in my life, I'd probably write all the time. I've been inspired a lot by the Googlers band to write a lot this year, and with the pandemic and everything, it's just been writing.
Yeah. So I would say you go for what sounds good first, rather than some kind of lyric hook, that catches your ear.
Yeah. I'm great at doodling on the guitar, and I just find what sounds cool and try to put something over it.
Yeah, I like the major and minor interplay. You're doing so, as you say, Beatles-ish.
Yep, and that's been my focus. Trying to write songs for the Googlers. It's kind of a challenge. I mean, the Beatles were way ahead of their time. They set the framework for a lot of bands to come. So,
well, I think people. It's interesting when you talk about the stupid Beatles, because they're getting a lot. I say this because they're getting a lot of press right now. It's like a cyclical thing. Let's bring up the Beatles again. We can squeeze a few more pennies out of the boomers, but you can't deny that theirs was a special charm, and some people are not into it at all. What? Beatles? What is that? And I understand, but Paul McCartney, his thing is a music hall thing. His dad was had a big record collection, and I know more about the Beatles than I care to admit. However, that music hall thing with a sophisticated, pretty much melodic ideas, that separates, in my mind, the Beatles from a rock and roll band. That's the difference between Paul and John.
Definitely, yeah.
John is like Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Paul is like, I don't know, Rudy Valley or something like that. So, end of my spiel. Probably want to cut this.
We'll see.
All right.
Well, I mean, like you say, we started off trying to emulate, but we did kind of morph into the psychedelic Beatles. As we went along. So kind of like they did. They evolved, we evolved, and now we have a side project called Chartreuse Platypus, which is all improvised.
You play in that with Billy too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You play the bass.
Right.
You're the bass player for both of these groups, correct?
Right. That's right.
Okay. But you also write the songs and play the guitar. And you have a nice studio. Thanks for letting me come in here.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Play another song.
All right, I'm gonna do one more song I wrote for the Googlers. This is more of a fun one. You might have heard me mention earlier, I write a bunch of songs about someone who's a real person who I haven't met, and she's a nurse in San Antonio. Kind of a friend of a friend. But
that's as much as we want to information as we want to provide.
I don't want to provide too much because someday she's gonna find out. Anyway, it's a song about Tina.
Okay, Tina, if you're listening.
This is the sequel. This is Tina number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is called Tina Had a Bad Day.
Tina Had a Bad Day.
All right.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. When Tina has a bad day, have a bad day too. When Tina has a bad day, she makes it all about you. Tina, get your head out the sand, stand up and fight, man, take a stand. Everything's on the line, there's no time to be losing your mind. Tina, did you go too far? Tina, did you find who you are? Was it your Alpine star, or was it eat, pray, love? When Tina has a bad day, have a bad day too. When Tina has a bad day, she makes it all about you. Tina, your heart is a fire. Answer the call, girl, get inspired. Your skills are on the front line. It's not the whole time to be losing your mind. Tina, did you go too far? Tina, did you find who you are? Was it your Alpine star, or was it eat, pray, love? Tina, did you go too far? Tina, did you find who you are? Was it Alpine Star or was it Eat, Pray, Love?
Yeah, so that's Tina too, by a nurse named
Okay.
Tina.
Moral of the story: stay away from Tina, y'all. But full disclosure again here, you might have heard some harmony, the third above the note here in this song, in that performance. That is not a real person. That's a device here. That's a robot here, a digital harmony thingy you got there.
I love my new robot. Yeah, it's almost a crutch. Almost.
Does it go parallel, just a third above every note you sing?
It actually hears my guitar notes and what
my
chords I'm
God.
playing, and it does a little bit of pitch correction and finds the right harmony.
This is the devil's work,
It is.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I shouldn't give my secrets out like that, but
Probably wouldn't be the first to use something like this. At any rate, interesting, poppy, all your stuff, definitely. I can't wait to hear it with a whole band and stuff. But you are listening to the solo Bryan McVicker here on Sunday Songwriter Showcase. And as we mentioned earlier, you play with the Googlers and also a side project, Chartreuse Platypus. Chartreuse Platypus. Please elaborate.
it's kind of catchy. Oh, Chartreuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that as we kind of morphed along from the early Beatles stuff into more like the 70s, 60s psychedelic, Billy had the idea just to come together and just make up everything on the spot. So it's a fully improvised jam band, 70s psych
Whoa.
genre.
So,
And we try to make up lyrics too, and we throw stuff in, and it
is there no framework at all that you?
No.
So who starts? Billy.
We take turns starting off.
So you might just have like a single note.
Yeah. Yeah, we might start in a key or just pick 3 chords or do a riff, and then we'll just kind of improvise on that. And sometimes the songs take 20 minutes, but every once in a while, it's really darn cool and
Man,
having fun. We did it at White Light Night, and
right.
I don't know why people stop and listen for 15 minutes the same thing, but they do. They dig it. It's like a vibe, you start to feel it. You just kind of ride the wave. And,
Hey, I'll tell you, FYI, I passed by there in my car. No place to park. Couldn't get out. Listened with my open car window for a little bit. Enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah. Hope to see. So any upcoming things, public, and we need to mention.
We got a couple irons in the fire.
Okay.
We're maybe doing a curbside date, maybe at Phil Brady's, another place too. Still just working on it. We had a residency at Tin Roof for about 3 or 4 months, and
Yeah.
we kind of grew out of that, and it transitioned to the Songwriter Showcase, which I'll be playing the 4:00 slot on this Sunday.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
yeah, I love it out there.
So if you like what you hear on the radio, you can come hear a full hour of
Okay, well, good.
me
Yeah,
doodling
this
around.
is perfect. Wait, hold up.
Billy starts at 3.
Okay, so you're going to listen to Bryan McVicker at 2:00 today, and at 4:00 you can go out and hear him play live.
Yeah, and enjoy some good beers on tap at Tin Roof.
Yeah, Billy Calloway at 3:00, Bryan McVicker at 4:00 at Tin Roof. Nothing wrong with saying that. It's your gig.
That's right.
Okay, so speaking of